This is the USA Network.
Well, it seemed like the first legitimate clue we'd gotten, Miles. The woman demanded $1,000, but she promised to deliver Jody and Gavin if we paid.
When you got there, they were gone.
That's it. Mrs. Arnold, that was the woman's name. She said the two managed to elude her 2-ton baby boy and make their escape.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like they're learning the tricks of the trade, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sure does. We canvassed the streets, came up with nothing. We'll keep trying, but you know that.
Yeah, I know.
Anything new on your side of the fence?
Not a thing, I'm afraid. Well, look, thanks, Derek. I will see you later in the day, all right? So long. 0.
Oh, that's what I was afraid of.
Well, we're sure to get a break sooner or later. How's the dictation coming?
Oh, just fine, Doctor.
Oh, she's doing much better than I am. I've already lost track of what I was saying.
Dear Mrs. Chamberlain, thank you for your letter of September 29th.
Oh, right. It's always nice to hear from viewers who are interested in what's going on at...
Oh,
hey there, honey.
Prince arrived.
Hi, give me some big hugs.
Oh, don't squeeze them too hard, Mrs. Kavanaugh. I don't know where he put all that breakfast, but it's in there somewhere.
What? Did you eat all that oatmeal?
Every bit. Now he's ready for a trip to the park. Oh, it's a nice day for it, too.
Oh, the park. Guess what we forgot?
What?
Young man, you got a care package from your Aunt April and your Uncle Draper all the way from Paris, France. They sent you a boat with batteries, un bateau.
Look at that. It's all the way from Paris.
Here you go. How do you like it? You can take this to the park with you. I'll tell you how to work. When you get to the pond, see, you put it in the water, then you press this little thing forward. Whoop, whoop. There goes the propeller, see, boys?
What a touching little family circle. Right out of a magazine ad. So close, aren't you? So secure. And so smug. You're very sure of your happiness, aren't you?
Absolutely, yes, you take it. Over the bounding main.
Well, the Maine isn't too bad.
Well,
Did you watch it?
I was sure of mine once. But that was before you took my man away from me, Doctor. Well, let me think. How can I take this away from you? What can I do to make you both hurt as much as I do?
So keep at it, Harry, for crying out loud. All right, what about the street interrogations? They net anything?
No, Chief, but we're still working on it.
You keep working at it. I want those kids, and I want those kids damn soon.
Okay, I'll keep at it and check in with you later, all right?
All right.
Hi, Chief. How you doing?
What do you want?
It can't be that bad, can it?
It can, and it is.
Well, maybe some news about the Whitney burglary will take your mind off things.
Try me.
Well, I'm not sure that what I have to say is going to make you feel any better, but... Well, Chief, I was dead wrong about one thing. Now, it was Collier Wells who burglarized the Whitney mansion the second time, but it was not Carlo Crown.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? You were so positive that Carlo Crown and Collier Wells were the same man, and now you're saying they're not?
That's it. I made a mistake. I guess I just put too much into one particular possibility.
Well, you did a very good job at convincing me of that fact, so before we politely close the books on this case, I'm going to talk to Carlo Crown myself.
Chief, I'm afraid that's not possible.
I beg your pardon.
Well, Carlo Crown has left town.
What? He left and where were you while he was leaving town? Waving goodbye?
Well, look, this wasn't a secret departure. I said goodbye to both of them. Carlo Crown and Martine Duval.
Now, wait a minute. The way you said that, it makes it sound like Martine Duval left with Carlo Crown.
That's right, she did. She called me from the airport and asked me to give Sky Whitney the bad news.
Well, how dense can you be? Of course she'd leave with him. She's married to him, for crying out loud.
Well, she's married to Collier Wells, but she's in love with Carlo Crown, and she's decided that she wants to build a life with him. I mean, she can always get a divorce from Wells for desertion, if nothing else.
I don't know. It's all such a nice, neat little package, isn't it? Wrapped up real tidy. A little too tidy, if you ask me. You sure there isn't something, some little detail that you're not telling me?
Well, let's just put it this way, Chief. I mean, everything did turn out all right. Carlo Crown got Martine DeVal, and the Whitneys got their trinkets back. But nobody really lost anything of value. Well, that's not totally correct. Sky Whitney did lose his star performer.
Yeah, I suppose there will be hell to pay on that score. It's gonna hurt him where it hurts most, the box office.
Yeah. Well, Martine DeVal gave me the unpleasant task of giving Sky Whitney the bad news.
Such an unpleasant task. Why are you grinning?
Well, it will be unpleasant for him.
All right, Tyler. I still think there's something you're not telling me, but it's your case, so if you think it's closed, then it's closed.
Thanks a lot, Chief. I really appreciate that. I'll see you later.
Wait a second. Didn't you ask for some information on some guy yesterday? Yeah, this yellow sheet came up with your name on it. Spencer Varney? It's an awfully long list.
Okay, anything else before you two start tackling the world?
Not for me, thanks. I'd love some more coffee, Nancy.
Okay, here you go.
What's the news from WMON, Kelly?
Well, there's some very interesting developments coming down there.
Really? What's interesting?
Nicole has been named news director of the station.
Is that so? My goodness, that's quite a responsibility. Do you think she'll be able to handle that job and still keep up with the news commentary?
Well, she'll just be appearing less frequently on camera, that's all. You know, maybe doing some special reports occasionally. In fact, I heard that they're beginning to interview prospects now to take over her spot on the news.
You know, the timing on this just doesn't seem to be right because she spends so much time gathering the news. Now she's going to be heading out the news department. And all this while she's so distraught over Jody's disappearance.
It might be just the thing to keep her occupied. A diversion from worry, if nothing else.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Nancy, you did such a darn good job as a replacement for Nicole while she was ill. Why don't you consider the job?
Oh, no. No, I already have a job, thank you, anyway.
I'll get that.
Okay, thank you, hon.
You know, Nancy, I think that would be a terrific idea. Well, a couple months ago, you were still able to keep your job at the paper and broadcast the news as well.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to be... Hello, Valerie.
Hello.
How are you?
I am very sorry to interrupt your
No,
breakfast.
no.
I just got a letter with some very startling news, and I just wanted to share it with you.
Okay, all right. Would you like some coffee?
No, thanks.
Okay, let's go inside.
Hi.
What's up?
Well, Kelly, you already know about it, but, well, to fill you in, Mike and Nancy. Yesterday, Carlo told me that he definitely had decided to leave Monticello. And when I arrived at the studio this morning, this was all there was.
And what's it say?
Dear Val, please forgive this abrupt departure. I leave you with the studio, the lease, and the goodwill of our clients, who I trust will recognize that the Valerie Bryson studio will be equal in quality of the Carlo Crown studio. I did it all for love, Val, and now I leave it all for love. Carlo.
Well, that's incredible. It's very cryptic, though. What does he mean by that?
Well, there's a postscript. Au revoir and good luck, Martine.
So he and Martine are both leaving town together?
They're gone.
Well, what about the dance company? I mean, the entire run is sold out.
I don't know.
Sounds like Martine has walked out on Whitney for a second time.
Yeah, but all that's history now. What about the photo studio? Last night you told me you were considering running it. Now, you haven't changed your mind, have you?
This morning, it's a reality, Kelly, and I just don't know if I can handle it.
Valerie, it could be a marvelous opportunity for you.
I'll bet that I could get you some work from the paper.
Hey, that's a great idea. And you know something? I bet you the station could use a really good photographer to shoot publicity stills.
You see? It won't be that difficult. We'll all help you.
Oh, I must be crazy. But I can't ignore the three most important people in my life. Okay, I guess I'm in business.
Okay.
Even if you've been brushing with your toothpaste for 20 years, what's in this silver box will give you a reason to change. It's not because it helps remove plaque. Proper brushing and flossing do that. It's not even because more dentist families have used its cavity-fighting formula than any other toothpaste. You'll change because what's in this silver box does something most toothpaste can't do. Fight ugly tartar. Here's your new toothpaste, Tartar Control Crest. Look. Tartar gets so hard, it takes your dentist or hygienist and one of these to scrape it off. But you can help keep tartar from coming back between dental visits with Tartar Control Crest. When you think about it, it's really very simple. If you have tartar, this is your new toothpaste, Tartar Control Crest.
Hello, Mother. Daddy, you too. Love my classes. Here at State U. Just one problem. It's my laundry. Miss that nice fresh smell. Hey, Mom, I'm in a quandary.
You miss Downy? That'll do it. April freshness rinses through it. Deep down softness, it goes all through. Downy freshness makes a difference, love. We miss you. Now there's a new Downy. Best Downy yet. April fresher than ever. With a no-mess cap the others don't have. Pours easier, measures easier. And what's left goes back in. No messy bottles. New cap, more April freshness. Best Downy yet.
Is it murder or suicide?
Uncle didn't kill himself.
Conspiracy or coincidence?
There's a clever murderer on the loose, and I'm going to find him.
Is it real or imagined?
Watson, we're going to solve this crime.
Steven Spielberg presents Young Sherlock Holmes, directed by Barry Levinson, rated PG-13. Now playing at a theater near you.
That's what I was telling Calvin. Seems that whenever I open my mouth, I always put my foot in it.
And you'd better watch where you step.
Yeah. It's like with Mitzi. Well, you know Mitzi, don't you? You've seen her. Mitzi, what's her last name? Well, anyway, she's the new waitress down at Sid's. Well, she's really not a waitress. She's an actress. But she's just being a waitress now. Well, anyway, I offended her. I hurt her feelings. I didn't mean to. I just wasn't thinking. Well, if this doesn't get Joey Archer off, nothing else will. Anyway, she's giving me a second chance. She's going out with me tonight, except I have to provide one condition. Well, don't you want to hear the condition?
More than anything else in the world.
Well, she says that she will go out with me if... Hey, what's this fan doing on? Come on, we're going to start saving electricity around here. She says she will go out with me if and only if I promise not to say a word to her all evening.
That's impossible. For you, that would be cruel and unusual punishment.
But I agreed to do it. I had to. I gave my word as a gentleman. So, I have a terrific idea. Why don't we double date tonight? That way, when I want to talk to Mitzi, I'll talk to you and you can talk to her. Devilishly clever, don't you think?
Forget it. I refuse to be a ventriloquist dummy all night.
How can you refuse an orphan?
You are no such thing.
How can you refuse your landlord? I'll call Calvin.
Wait, stop, hold it right there. Now, what makes you think that I am dating Calvin Stoner? He and I just happen to be friends, that's all. I do not date married men.
Well, I'm sorry. I just assumed the two of you were going out.
Well, don't. That's okay, I'll get it. It's for me.
How do you know?
I'm psychic. Hello, Julius.
How'd you know it was me?
Well, you told me that you'd call at this time.
Oh, yes. I was really just wondering about us for dinner tonight.
Oh, a dinner date. Tonight. I love it.
Let me take that. That's your friend Julius?
Julius Newcomb. He's a lawyer.
Hello, Mr. Newkirk. How do you do? This is Clifford Nelson, attorney at law. It's nice to talk to somebody else in the practice.
What? You said Mr...
I'm Nelson, Clifford, but you can call me Cliff. Everybody else does. Listen, I was wondering if you and Dee Dee would like to join my date and me this evening at the theater. See, I got tickets from the drama critic at the Monticello News. 4 tickets to The Glass Menagerie. It's a great play. It's got great reviews. Your great seats. It's my treat.
Well, listen, why don't I talk this over with Dee Dee first?
Oh, sure, yeah, right. Dee Dee, I'll put her on. Here, he wants you.
Say yes. Did I hear you right? Did I hear you say that this was your treat?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Julius, I don't see how we could possibly say no. In addition to taking us to the theater, Cliff is also treating us to dinner.
Oh, no, I didn't say that when I meant treating. No.
It was a nightmare. 22 people. I cooked all day. It was awful. The food? The spots on my glasses. Even the silverware had spots. Spots? Spots for 22 people. I felt like a unmade bed.
Nothing's worse than a dishwasher full of spotty dishes. That's why you need Cascade. Cascade sheeting action leaves dishes virtually spotless. And when they're virtually spotless...
I did it right this time. Cascade. Beautiful.
For virtually spotless dishes, nothing beats Cascade.
You give your body the best.
Come on, body, you can do it. Sure you can.
From the best workout to the best deodorant soap.
Safeguard. Give your body the best. Hey, this body deserves it all. Both the most rich, thick deodorant soap lather I can get, bubbling over with the most deodorant soap protection I can get. Clean scent. Give this body anything less than the best. Are you talking to me?
Give your body the best. Give it Safeguard.
I'm Charles Schwab. Over 1 million investors who make their own investment decisions trade with us. Here are a few reasons why.
Okay, good, thanks. Bye. There, I took your advice and bought that stock.
Already? You were on the phone less than a minute.
Oh, sure. I called Charles Schwab, placed the order, and they told me the price I paid, all in less than a minute.
Charles Schwab is fast.
And they saved me money on brokerage commissions.
How much do you save? 25, 30%?
More like 70% compared to what I used to pay my full commission broker.
Now, that's a good deal.
That's what I've been trying to tell you. You know, you really should call Schwab.
I think I will.
For a free booklet on how you can save up to 76% on brokerage commissions, call 800-453-6606, toll free. That's 800-453-6606. Charles Schwab, a Bank America company. Member SIPC.
Morning, Mr. Whitney.
Morning, Spencer.
What time would you like to leave for the theater, sir?
Oh, well, we've got a few minutes. I'm having a broker's meeting before I go to the theater. So, how did you like your new quarters?
Just fine, thank you.
Well, I'm glad you found them comfortable. As comfortable, I hope, as that little present I gave you yesterday. I'm sorry that's necessary, Spencer, but after the events of the last few weeks, I feel a lot more comfortable knowing that you've got you've got that gun. I imagine you heard about this Romeo Slade business.
Yes, sir, I read about it. You did the right thing, Mr. Whitney.
Well, it wasn't a very successful object lesson since we were burglarized once again.
Yes, I remember. I was here when Mr. Wills phoned.
We didn't make it public because all the goods were returned. But I just feel an awful lot safer knowing that you've got that gun. Much safer than if I had a burglar alarm or anything like that.
Excuse me. Yes?
I'd like to speak to Mr. Whitney, please.
One moment.
That's all right, Spencer. I hope you're not going to waste any time telling me what you want here, Tyler.
No time at all. I'm just delivering a message from Martine Duval.
What?
Miss Duval has asked me to explain to you that circumstances require that she resign from the Whitney Dance Company. She also sends her deepest regrets.
She can't resign. She can't walk out on me. She's under contract.
Hey, I'm just carrying a message, Mr. Whitney.
Where is she?
I really can't say. I just know that she's left town.
She can't leave. She's got a performance tonight.
Well, you're just gonna have to do without her because she's gone. So is Carlo Crown.
They left together?
Looks that way.
Are you still saying that this guy Crown and Wells is one and the same person?
Well, I made a mistake about that, Mr. Whitney. Apparently, Carlo Crown is exactly who he says he is. Anyway, they've left together. And that's the message. So you have a good day.
Now, you know more about this than you're telling me.
Mr. Whitney, you didn't know that it's a felony to assault a police officer.
Spencer.
Please let go of Mr. Whitney.
Hello, Spencer. Since you asked so politely, why not? Look, I don't like to use unnecessary roughness, Mr. Whitney, but I think you better learn to control your temper.
Throw him out, Spencer.
I would try that if I were you. Now, I don't think it's a good idea for you to ask your new employee to do, too much, Mr. Whitney. You see, he's already had a rough life as it is.
What are you talking about?
Well, you asked Spencer.
I'm asking you.
Well, Mr. Varney has already killed 2 men, Mr. Whitney.
Okay, we're off to the park. Well, Nora, what do you think of my prize package?
He's adorable, just like his father said. Crown Prince. His parents really dote on him, don't they?
Oh, yes. Adam, would you want to go and push the button to the elevator, honey?
Okay. I can't jump.
No, you hold on to the boat. I'll be right there. Oh, they're such wonderful parents. Oh, it's a pity that people like that don't have more than one child.
Well, they're career people. They really don't have the time.
Oh, no, it's not that. They'd love to have more kids. I don't think Mrs. Kavanaugh is able to. Oh, it's too bad. She'd especially like to have one with Dr. Kavanaugh. Oh, wait for me, chap. Here we go.
Well, now. So Adam isn't his son.
Mrs. Kavanaugh, would you please sign this before you go?
Oh, sure. Okay. Bye.
Hello. Well, who's calling, please? Just one moment. Dr. Kavanaugh, it's for you, but she won't say who it is.
In just a minute, you're going to find out how you can get this terrific alarm clock telephone absolutely free. So stay where you are, then I'll be right back to tell you more.
When you read Time each week, you know more. You understand.
Time flies, and you are there. Time cries, and lets you care. You understand the world we share.
Now Time is offering you more than ever. Order Time right now, and you'll get this terrific alarm clock and push-button telephone in one, free with your paid subscription.
Yes, time brings you closer to living. Time puts events in sharp review. Time brings it all right home to you.
Each week, Time takes you beyond the news to show you how fascinating the world really is. And now you can get Time for almost half off the cover price. Call 1-800-221-6900 and get 30 issues of Time, payable in 4 easy installments of just $7.49 each. Order now, and you'll also get Time's combination alarm clock telephone, absolutely free. This handsome space saver comes complete with snooze bar and automatic redial. Perfect for your desk or bedside. So call 1-800-221-6900 right now.
Throughout your land, time puts it all right. Your hand, read time and understand.
Hi, I'm Jenny, an operator here at Time. Remember, if you call right now, we'll send you Time at almost half off the cover price. And you'll also get free the Time alarm clock telephone with special features like snooze alarm and automatic redial. This offer won't last long, so call now.
Yes, Jody, but I don't understand. Yes, Gunther did say something about a watch that night before he died. No, that's all he said. He said, the watch, nothing else. No, I don't know what it means now. I didn't know what it meant then. No, I promise you, the police don't know the significance of it. Jody, Jody, listen to me. Never mind about the damn watch. You tell me when you're coming home and where are you? Yes, I know that. We love you too, and that's why it's important. Jody?
Here, let me talk to her, Miles.
It's too late. She hung up.
Well, what is it? What did she want?
I don't know, Nicole. Something about Gunther's watch.
All right, Spencer, I've only got a few minutes before my broker's meeting. I want to hear it from you. Was that cop just mouthing off or what?
It's true, Mr. Whitney. I did kill 2 men, but I was only doing my job.
Were you sent to prison?
No, I was never prosecuted.
Well, what happened?
I was working in St. Louis at the time, working for a man who was under pressure. They owed a large sum of money. The man who lent him the money sent a couple of goons to collect. Got very ugly. Very ugly. I had no choice. I had to use my gun. It was unavoidable. Anyway, I was defending my employer and myself. I was fully exonerated, Mr. Whitney. You can check the records.
No, I'm not going to have to check the record, Spencer. I'm sure now that I've hired the right man. I'm glad that you've got that experience, just in case you might need it.
This is the USA Network.
You can't do this, Gavin. You're a dancer, not a cat burglar. Gavin, listen to me. You just don't know what might happen. Please, don't take the chance, Gavin. Don't take the chance.
They didn't blame me the last time I caught a burglar in this house. I'm certain they won't blame me this time.
Wait!
Good night, sweet prince. And flights of angels sing thee to thy rest.
Gavin, I got everything you wanted. I think. Well, maybe we're gonna check. I'm not too experienced at buying burglar tools. How's your leg?
It hurts.
You know, Gavin, I'm worried. You're taking an awful big chance.
Now, look here, Hamilton. I am desperate. I've got to find a replacement for Martine Duval. Immediately. Now, I've already had to cancel performances because of her. Yeah. Right. Well, I know that Cynthia Gregory is busy, and I know that Pavlova is dead, but you're supposed to be the best agent in the business. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to get every other dancer in New York, and I want to look at them. Tomorrow. Look, if she can still breathe and she's under 50, I still may hire her. Tomorrow, Hamilton.
So your star performer has turned out to be a rank amateur. How unprofessional for Martine.
Yeah. If I had my hands on her, I'd... Well, never mind about that. I just got to find a replacement. Tomorrow. Or I could turn the Whitney Theater into a parking garage. Look, I've got to go to New York tonight.
You're not going alone. You're going to take your little wifey with you.
Look, I can't take you with me because it takes you 3.5 weeks to pack one suitcase.
I know exactly what you're going to be doing tomorrow. You're going to be looking at beautiful women all day, and you are not going alone. I am going with you, and that, my dear husband, is that.
Jody, baby, listen to me, please. I'm gonna run through this one more time, and then I gotta go. You know how important it is to get a close look at Sky's watch.
Gavin, a man was killed in that house.
Please, don't interrupt. You got the answer yourself from Miles. He confirmed that the last words out of Gunther's mouth were about the watch. He must have known that Sky had taken it from him. Now, if I can get the watch, and you can see if it's the same watch that you saw that night...
All right. All right. I don't know why we're going over this again. It's pretty obvious you're determined to go through with it, so why are we arguing? Boy, you said I was the most stubborn kid on the block.
Well, maybe the second was. It's time.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, no, wait. I know where I'm going. But where do you think you're going?
I don't think I know. I'm going with you.
Going with me.
Right.
And just what are you going to do when you get to Sky's house? You going to stand outside and cheer?
Very funny. Look, we're wasting time, okay? I've made myself clear. I'm going with you no matter where you go.
Oh, boy. This is great. Just great. It's going to be difficult enough for me to get in there alone, let alone getting you in there, too.
Well, we'll figure that out when I get there, okay? Gavin, did it ever occur to you that I might be able to help you?
Help me? You're just going to be... Wait a minute. Hold it. I got a flash of an idea. You know, you may be right. It may be the best thing to do. The two of us.
I must be out of my mind. What in the world made me think that I could handle this place by myself?
Why?
Well, look at these expenses. I mean, I knew the rent was high, but look at this electric bill.
Yeah.
It's astronomical. And there are all these hidden little costs like occupancy taxes, equipment, maintenance, film.
Well, maybe you just have to start charging higher prices.
And tell me, sir, what are magazines like Bazaar gonna say when I I say, well, we've lost our top model, and assignments will now be handled by Carlo Crown's assistant and not the great master himself.
Now, my dear lady, may I make a correction? The assignments will now be handled by the beautiful and lovely former assistant.
Thank you, but that's quibbling.
I never quibble with the boss.
It's a good thing.
But may I kiss her?
Well, I don't know. You better do it quickly. She may change her mind and become an assistant.
What's your hurry? Yeah, you could have stopped and tied your shoelace or maybe helped an old lady across the street.
I'm sorry, the interruption is unintentional. How you doing, Valerie?
I'm fine, Calvin. What brings you here?
Well, I just heard that Carlo Crown decided to leave town all of a sudden and take Martine Duval with him. I mean, since they decided to waltz off into the sunset, I thought you might be able to shed a little light on the sudden move.
It was just as much of a surprise to me. I have no idea why they left. I just know they are gone. Are the police interested?
Oh, no, not officially. I mean, there was one officer, my partner, Damian Tyler.
That's a dark room.
Sorry, you know, cops always looking for clues, but he's not interested anymore either.
Now, why not?
Well, that's exactly what I'm curious about.
Well, I can tell you that they were very much in love, and then they just decided to leave together. That's all I know.
Okay. Well, I guess it's a logical development. I mean, they did spend a lot of time here at the studio together.
And they were very close.
Still odd, though, for them to just up and leave all of this. I mean, just...
By the way,
that.
all of this is now referred to as the Bryson Studio.
Well. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you. I'm gonna need it. I've just been going over the account books.
We're gonna need more than good luck. We're gonna need a few more customers. Oh, that reminds me. Feel free to tell all of your friends that the studio is under new management.
Oh, I certainly will. But actually, my customers use a photographer more often than my friends. If you'd care to extend your portfolio to mugshots, I can assist.
I don't think so, Calvin, but ask me again next month.
Okay.
Hey, how would you like to go to dinner with me and Val?
Oh, good idea. Join us.
Well, thanks for asking. Actually, I don't have any plans, but only if I don't have to be a fifth wheel. I'll go if I can get a date.
You want to use the phone?
Yeah. Excuse me. Well, let's hope she's home, huh?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi, Didi. It's Calvin.
Hi, Calvin. I'm glad you called. I was thinking about you.
Really? Well, that's nice to hear.
Yes, I hope you weren't too upset about our little encounter at the criminal courts.
Oh, no, nothing of the kind. Think nothing of it. As a matter of fact, your friend Julius might have a good idea about you going into corporate law. I mean, you could save a lot of compassion on clients for whom you're doing million-dollar contracts.
Calvin, I have no intentions of going into corporate law.
I see. Well, perhaps we should discuss this over, dinner?
Calvin, I'm sorry. I can't. I already have a dinner date. As a matter of fact, he's at my door right now.
Yes, I'm sure Mr. Newcomb is, waiting anxiously, no doubt.
No doubt. Calvin, will you call me tomorrow?
Sure, tomorrow.
Okay. Bye.
Well?
Soon, this place will be jumping. People will stuff themselves with hot dogs and hot tacos. And that can give them heartburn.
Boy, if I were home, I'd take some Pepto.
Oh, you could still take Pepto. Portable Pepto.
When heartburn or upset stomach hits, fight back with Pepto-Bismol. The soothing effectiveness that's in Pepto-Bismol liquid is also in Pepto-Bismol tablets. When you need relief, don't forget portable Pepto tablets. Now, who says you can't take it with you?
Thought all OJ was the same, never bothered with a name. Then I did a little check, found new Citrus Hill Select. Cause my day gets going and my juices get flowing. It's that sunshine taste I can't do without. It's that tingle on the lip, it's that dazzle in the sip. Citrus Hill Select gets your juices flowing.
What makes Citrus Hill so select?
Because from every orange we select, we take the purest, freshest, sweetest tasting part, the heart. That's a taste that's bound to get your juices flowing.
Citrus Hill Select gets your juices flowing. Citrus Hill Select gets your juices flowing.
Make a splash, let them know that you know the way to go. Go by canoe, go by canoe.
Make a splash, let them know that you know the way to go.
Go by canoe, go by canoe. Do 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 do.
Richard Gere, Brooke Adams, Sam Shepard in the Oscar-winning Days of Heaven, a USA premiere event at 8 p.m. Eastern next Monday.
This is USA.
Dee Dee? Is that a furrowed brow I see? Or is it my imagination? You were expecting me, weren't you?
Yes, Julius, of course I was expecting you. I was just trying to figure out how to explain to you about the couple that's joining us tonight.
Cliff Nelson and his date. So what's to explain?
Well, try not to look too shocked if they don't speak to each other.
You're kidding. How do they communicate? Sign language?
No, they just aren't talking to each other.
Now, how can two people go out on a date, spend the whole evening together and not talk?
Well, it's like this. See, Cliff and Mitzi had a disagreement. Now, Mitzi only agreed to go out with Cliff under the one condition that he not speak to her. And Cliff wants to go out with Mitzi, so he agreed, and Mitzi wants to go to the theater, so she agreed.
Who is this clown anyway?
My landlord. You see, I rent an office space from Cliff. Now, he's a very nice man, and I've grown very fond of him, but he can be a little exasperating at times. However, he is a very shrewd criminal lawyer.
I have to take your word for that.
Well, anyway, just sort of play along for tonight, okay?
Sure, why not?
Hi! Come on in. Mitzi? Cliff?
Hi.
It's Mitzi Martin, right? Yes. Mitzi, this is Julius Newcomb.
How do you do,
How do you do, Miss Martin?
And Julius, you and Cliff have met over the telephone.
Yes, I'm glad it's in person this time, Cliff.
Yeah, so am I.
Well, why don't we all sit down? And have a drink.
Fine.
Fine.
I'll attend bar. What do you have?
Whatever you're having.
Mitzi?
Whatever he's having.
Well, it looks like we're all having white wine.
Oh, well, how are things?
Quiet.
Sometimes that can be a relief.
I'll say.
Well, here we are. White wine, white wine, white wine, and white wine. Well, it gives us all something in common, doesn't it?
My, you two certainly do move well together. Gee, I certainly am looking forward to seeing the play tonight, aren't you?
Dee Dee, would you ask Cliff what time the curtain is tonight?
Cliff, Mitzi wants to know what time the curtain goes up.
Dee Dee, tell Mitzi the curtain goes up at 8. It's the Glass Menagerie.
Uh-huh. Mitzi, Cliff says it's the Glass Menagerie.
She already knew that.
I knew that.
Oh.
I, once auditioned for that play.
Mm.
In Chicago. I didn't get it.
Oh.
Too bad. You'd have made a great Laura.
I was too short.
Why does Laura have to be tall?
Would you tell Cliff that they only had one size dress in the costume department, and it was a size 12?
Cliff, Mitzi says there was
You
only
already
one
heard
dress.
it, Dee Dee.
I already heard it, Dee Dee.
Cliff, it's Mitzi you're not talking to, not Julius.
That's right, Cliff. Remember, you're still talking to me.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, of course. Well, Julius, met any good murderers lately?
I'm in corporate law.
So, Mitzi, you are an aspiring actress.
She's waiting on tables now.
I'm waiting on tables right now.
Oh.
Already said that.
Of course, it's just temporary, right?
Mitzi, Julius said that it's already temporary, right? Excuse me, I'm getting confused.
Well, Cliff, looks like both of our ladies are career women. I've been talking to Dee Dee about the possibility of her changing from criminal law to corporate. Personally, I think she's a little too soft-hearted for criminal practice. What do you think?
Well, Dee Dee, tell Julius that you should stay where you are. You're doing just fine.
For heaven's sake, Cliff, I'm the one you're not talking to, remember?
Dee Dee, will you please tell these people this has gone far enough?
Cliff, Julius says this has really gone far enough.
Mitzi, Dee Dee says that Julius says that this has gone too
Now look,
far.
Cliff, don't take it out on Mitzi. This is
Don't get mad at me, Dee Dee. Mitzi's the one. Julius, I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, I'll talk. Oh, goodness.
Know what's missing in Pringles light potato chips? A lot of the fat you get in regular potato chips. And you'll never miss it.
Know what else is missing in Pringles Light? A lot of the salt in their regular chips. You'll never miss it.
No, it's not missing?
You guessed it.
Pringles Light in the silver can. Less fat, less salt, and so much flavor you'll never miss what's missing.
Never.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Scrabble people teaches me.
Meet Scrabble people. Each one holds a letter, so when you link them together, they spell words.
Cat.
And the longer kids play, the longer words they make. It's a construction toy.
Ooh.
It's a playset. It's a learning tool.
Now it spells scat.
Scrabble People playsets from Cell Show and Writer.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Scrabble people teaches me.
In their quest for a slice of the American dream, some people work hard and long, as if putting in extra time at the office could guarantee success at the office. Well, all it guarantees is a cold dinner. Now, the Wall Street Journal certainly isn't opposed to working overtime. They just want to be sure you make it count. So the Journal brings you all this news, all this concise business information, all these useful ideas, just so you can do your job more effectively and more efficiently. Subscribe to the Journal, and working late won't be any more fun, but it might be more rewarding.
Call 800-527-9800 for this new Journal offer. 13 weeks for just $28 with a money-back guarantee. 13 weeks, $28. Phone 800-527-9800 now for the Wall Street Journal.
Yeah, Bill, this is Mr. Whitney calling. How soon can you have the jet ready to go? Good. All right, listen, I want you to park as close to Hangar 11 as you can, and I'll see you in about an hour. Okay, so long. All set. Well, how did you get back so soon?
Well, thank Geraldine. She's great at it.
Well, maybe she could give you lessons, huh?
My dear girl, it is simply a matter of making up your mind.
There's something I can never do.
This is all rather sudden, isn't it, this trip to New York?
Yeah, sudden it is, thanks to Martine Duval. I've got to find a replacement tomorrow. I'm desperate.
You're not worried about staying here by yourself, are you?
Oh, you don't really have to be. I know that the alarm isn't quite fixed yet, but we'll have Chrissy here, and the new man, Spencer, will be here, too.
No, my dears, I'm not at all concerned. After all, lightning can't strike 3 times. No. This time, whatever happens, I'm going to sleep right through it.
You almost did that the last time. Now, maybe we should tell her.
That man in there, that man you hired, I think he's a gangster.
Chrissy, why do you say that?
He's carrying a gun.
A gun?
Yes, Mrs. Saxon, I saw it myself.
I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to frighten Chrissy, Mr. Whitney, but I took my jacket off a moment ago in the kitchen without thinking, and she saw the gun.
Enough to scare the life out of a person.
Schuyler, for heaven's sake, what is going on here? Why is Spencer carrying a gun?
Okay, please, calm down just a bit. The gun is perfectly legal. Spencer has got a license to carry. He's here to protect us, this family and this house, at my insistence.
Do you think it's absolutely necessary to turn this house into an arsenal? I know that it was broken into twice, but an armed guard?
It is unfortunate, Geraldine, but it is a cruel world. And if you've got something of value, lives and property to protect, you've got to be willing to protect them. I am.
I'm scared. What if somebody sees us?
You can still change your mind.
No, okay? I said I'd help you, and I will.
Damn. All the lights are on in the house. They could stay up half the night in there while we're out here freezing to death.
Oh, does that mean you've changed your mind and we can get out of here?
No.
I'm waiting for the right opportunity to make my move.
All right, we're going to wait for the hotel in New York. Don't worry.
Taboo by Dana. It all began with an embrace.
Embrace me, my sweet embraceable you. Taboo. Embrace me, you irreplaceable you. Taboo. My sweet embrace.
Taboo. An embrace that lives forever in a fragrance.
Taboo.
Wow, what a party.
What a mess. Lasagna. How will I get that off?
Take me to your kitchen, Helen.
You'll help do the dishes?
Not with that lemon liquid. Here's something better. Introducing New Joy with improved cleaning. It's the most powerful lemon liquid for this job. One little squirt puts the toughest squeeze on dirt. It's got the super-duper strength to help clean lots of tough foods. Look, Joy cleans better than your lemon liquid on foods like this.
My brand couldn't cut the dirt.
Joy left its dish shining.
Joy made this sparkle.
Uh-huh. Beautiful table you set.
Thanks to Joy.
Take it from a lemon. One little squirt puts the toughest squeeze on dirt. New Lemon Fresh Joy. It's a nice reflection on you and me.
Sometimes I wonder if it's worth it, all this fussing.
Ed McPeak. We grow the best blueberries in Maine. Whole county says so.
Somehow, that's not enough.
Hickory Farms has been to a lot of places to collect unique gifts for Christmas.
Hi, I'm from Hickory Farms. Heard about your blueberries.
Wild blueberry preserves and other gifts from Hickory Farms. We've done your Christmas shopping for you.
Feel better?
Will do.
Enjoy music video for grown-up tastes.
Girl, I love you so much.
Heartlight City at 11 a.m. Eastern on USA tomorrow. This is USA.
Now, Calvin, stop worrying about not having a date. Just come with us.
No. You two guys go ahead. You know what they say, 3 is a crowd. And I was just thinking, my friend Gavin was still down the street. I could stop in on him like I used to.
Chrissy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
For heaven's sake. There is no reason for you to be so nervous. You're too young for that. And I'm too old. Now, Spencer is simply driving Mr. and Mrs. Whitney to the airport. He will be back very soon. I dare say that you and I will be able to survive the next hour here alone.
Yes, ma'am, Mrs. Saxon.
Now, pull yourself together, child. You're perfectly safe. Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
Mrs. Saxon's here. She's upstairs. Oh, there's no need to disturb her. Listen, I'm a dancer with Mr. Whitney's dance company.
Oh, I thought your face looked familiar.
Yes, that's right. Well, the reason I'm here is the other night, I'm quite sure I left a small change purse. Could I trouble you to look for it?
I don't remember any purse.
Oh, it was very, very small. I mean, it could have fallen behind the cushion of the couch. Look, it wouldn't mean too much to me, except that I've left a very valuable ring in it that my boyfriend's given me, and, well, you know how it is.
Oh, sure. Well, wait here. I'll look for it.
Thank you so much.
Is this where you were sitting?
Yeah, that's right. Perfect.
I'm sorry, miss. I can't find anything.
Huh? Oh, dear me, I guess I left it somewhere else. You know how it is, always forgetting things, losing things. Thank you so much for your trouble. Good night.
Night, miss. This place gives me the creeps. I wish my mother was here. She'd tell me to get something to eat to calm my nerves. That's what she'd do.
This is USA.